Okay. What's going on here? Where? Hey, what's going on? Okay. View stream. Okay. Hi. How you doing? I don't know. So is it? It's not showing me that YouTube is working. So am I live? Testing 1 2 3. Testing. What is going on here? Oh no! What did it do? Why is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this. Oh, hi, Bubba. I hold on. I'm gonna have to stop this because there's something wrong. Test test. Okay, let me. Okay, am I? Okay, what am I? Is it still? Okay, I guess I just have to delete this one. Okay, okay, I guess we're here. I just need to figure out stream settings. How can I? Is there no way to just get the chat away? Okay. So I have to hold on a second. I need to make sure that can I not change the thumbnail right now? So I can't change the thumbnail while I'm live? Okay, edit. me get my thumbnail. Okay, folks, I'm here. Let me get into my thing. I need to. So, what happened was I had the wrong thing selected. Oh, lovely. You don't resize my screen. So, hello, Nemo. You hear a baby complaining? Okay, let's switch over. All right. We should be doing okay. How many people are here? Lovely. I cannot see. I have to put things over here in order to see. Hey, am I stuck? Am I frozen? Can you guys see me? Okay. Oh no. What's going on today? Yeah, you guys can see me? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. The YouTube stream was behind. Restream is like showing me frozen. It's very strange. No, Restream is showing me like way back behind. So I don't know what is going on with that. But I'm just going to have to go on with it. Um, hi, Tinguish, Nemo, Bubba. How are you guys doing? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we've got some delays. So here we go. Let's get started. So let's see. Where were we exactly? We had done we just finished up the prepositions, and then we were going to do some valency stuff. Verbal constructions. Right. So there is passive and anti-passive marking on the verb, which is a little odd given that we have all these aspect auxiliaries. But we can make that happen. Also, So let's talk a little bit about what that means for there to be passive and anti-passive. So, and there's no causative marking on the verb. Reflexive and reciprocal pronouns, as well as reflexive and reciprocal pronoun marking on verbs. And we did pronouns, we, yeah, we did the reflexive and reciprocal pronouns. And I think that we had not done the verb marking yet. So, right. Uh, yeah, I'd been a bit busy recently and did not do Patreon polls and such. So, where do we want to start? Maybe we should finish what we started with the reflexive and reciprocal and do the marking of those. How do you guys feel? How can I know? How can I know how many people are watching on Twitch versus YouTube? There's probably not anybody on Twitch. I'm like always. I'll just have to pop out the chat here. Oh, except that doesn't do anything. They really, really want you to. YouTube really, really expects me to have the chat open on a full-size monitor. Yeah. Okay. So, am I still live? I'm so confused. No, it's not. What? No, save that. Yeah, okay. Okay, I am there. Okay. Why am I? How can you not be receiving enough video? You're going through Restream. You've got to be kidding me. What? Hello? Okay. Oh, we'll just have to deal with this. Hopefully, hi Phoenix. Hopefully, this actually, I'm actually working properly. It's really, I'm getting really confused because I should be on a system that is going to feed YouTube all of the stuff it needs, but now it's saying that it's not receiving enough bandwidth. So Let me do a quick speed test. My internet is just crap today. And it's affecting everything. I mean, I don't think it's not going to look good because everything's super slow this morning for no reason. Oh gosh, what is this? I'm running a speed test and the speed test site is slow. Are you able to see stuff that I'm doing? Am I slow? Okay. Well, hopefully. Okay, now we're doing good. Okay. Now it says that even though it's like frozen. Okay. Oh, let's go take a look here. Yeah. A speed test showed me low numbers, but I don't know what I was expecting. Okay. Sorry, I had a lot of technical problems getting started here, but we should be good now. So let's go ahead and I am going to get back on this. So we have there's reflexive and reciprocal marking on the verb, as well as reflexive and reciprocal pronouns. So we have the pronouns now. The question we have is whether we want to derive. Yeah. Well, it is kind of cold recently. I don't know if that could be affecting things, but we can see what's going on. Right now, things are telling me that the stream is working okay, but who knows? I don't know what your experience is over on the other end. Let's see. Good morning, Tony. Okay, so the question is, do we want clock? Yeah, we have clock and the wapug, you know, the wa stuff. So, as we said before, as wepug became wapug, and we actually like backformed from wapug into this. So this is actually necessarily going to be a more recent development. It had to happen after all of these sound changes happened to cause this. Right? So for the word for body to go through all these changes and then undergo this weird back formation step, right? So that means I'm thinking that the reflexive marker on the verb would have to be different from this. So let's just generate, let's not worry about what that meant. We can say that there was a reflexive marker on the verb before anything. Like, let's say, so in our verb agreement paradigm, Well, yeah. So we already sort of said that the where is all my verb agreement stuff, right? The first and second person forms are older than all of the class forms, and the third person was always like nothing, right? So branching off of that, we can say there must have been an older. We must have been like pre-proto stage, an older reflexive pronoun that got like fused onto the verb. So that would probably be a suffix. And I think we can just put that into our paradigm. Insert rows below, and then we'll have our reflexive. Right? So it can override agreement. And then we can decide whether we want to make it different for singular and plural. Let's go generate a roots. So that we can, and is this looks like proto-fe. So let's go. And what I'm going to, I should be safe to do this. Let's see, should I generate full roots and then reduce something, or should I generate just partial roots? I think, so pre-proto stage, it was already a pronoun. So I think that actually I'm going to say it's not going to be light. Can be this. And then Control Z doesn't work. Okay. Can I comment out stuff? I wish William was in the chat because I want to see, how do we do comments? Okay. I think it's prioritizing this. Yeah, comments. Yeah, comments. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to comment this out so that I preserve that. And then I'm going to go through and we're going to say we want to generate heavy syllables. All of our possible heavy syllables for the roots. And then we can click go. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me control. I need this stuff visible to you guys. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now remember these would be suffixes. Do we have any like geminates? We do have the two, right? Ufitu, ufiti, right? Yeah. So I kind of like that one, but since we already have one Gemnet, we can say depends on how you guys like it. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's take a look. I'm gonna select a few. Hi Tuna, and then I'm going to straw poll. Why is it no? And forgive my crappy internet. It's just oh, what? Straw poll. Is it not strawpoll.me anymore? It's strawpoll.com. That's interesting. Obviative and proximate distinction. That's cool. That's cool, Tuna. Oh, let me enter my password off screen. Just maximum security. You don't even get to see how many characters it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're doing it Algonquian style. Um, now you don't necessarily. Which one is it? Okay. It has to have an email address. You don't necessarily have to have separate pronouns for obviation, but it is something that can do it. Tuna, do you also have the Algonquian direct inverse alignment on verbs? What is the form of our reflexive pronoun? And let me go, not reflexive verb suffix. And let me get this. So I want to include this day. And I reserve the right to do extra reduction on this. Dog. Is dog gonna mess anything up? Yeah, we can do dog. Dog. Let's do one that's vocalic. Let's see. A. Interesting. Let's put path in there. Let's do one vowely one. I think, let's do one weird vowely one with A and one sort of long vowel that I could reduce, probably A, and random order, and we'll have today at 8:35. And post that into the chat. Okay. All right. So go and help me decide that. In the meantime, so we know that we're going to have reflexive. Now the reciprocal. The reciprocal, I have another question. So our reciprocal, so we had, so let's go jump into Obsidian. Yeah, I want my Sylvan. Yeah, I have Gluck. Klukla, and Kluak. So this is actually also recent. So we could have a reciprocal that I don't know why it's showing a graph of everything. Let me show the backlinks. Hukloik. So that that's interesting. So I should have thought about this actually, but we've got the poll running anyway. I should have thought of this because the way that this is working, right? This means body probably meant body originally and then shifted to mean self. So this may have been the reflexive earlier and then became the reciprocal. So you could have had this be the source for the verb form. But you could have klua without the plural morpheme, right? Be the source for the verb suffix. But we haven't. That's fine. Let's just go with what we're doing at the moment, and I can check on that poll. Let's see how things are going. Only 3 people voted. We've got it's still quite competitive. So go get your things dealt with. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well. Oh. Voting closed? Okay. So we ended up with A. Right. So we'll go A. Now, insert below reciprocal. Now, all right, let's do this in the same format we did here. So that everything is like clear. And I'm thinking that we don't distinguish number here. Don't worry about distinguishing number on a reflexive. It should be pretty clear from context, right? Now, reciprocal. Let's do just an up or down poll. Let me see if I want to see, is there anybody at all on Twitch right now? Do I have to make this a straw poll, or do I just oh. Okay, I don't have anything. I'm just gonna do an up or down YouTube poll. Yeah. Just catching up on chat. You guys are talking a lot about the different. Okay, let me run a poll for you guys. I just want to do that. I'm going to do that on YouTube, in the YouTube chat, so that we have, just so that we can just do that quickly. And that is, should the reciprocal verb suffix be related to the reflexive? So the idea is we can decide here, we could have the reciprocal and the reflexive be the same, right? This is just so that yeah, we can get the, I don't think that, I think that's a capital E. That's not actually not technically. A verb mark. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's poll. Going to leave it up for another minute to let people decide here. Animacy-based ordering. Animacy-based ordering is interesting. Maybe I could do something. Something in one of the daughter dialects, possibly. I'd have to develop some more indexing for that. I'd probably develop some core cases before I did that, and we could see. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to just end it. Let's end the poll. If it actually responds to me. Yeah. I'm experiencing some weird slowness on the download end. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you guys said it should be related. So let's just sort of. I think what I think what happens is we add something. So there's some different ideas. We could have it have the same elk, right? Elk. We could also say that the eu together was something, and then this is ea or eo. Whatever it would end up as ea, right? Okay. We're having some issues. I think because my daughters are watching the TV upstairs, it's messing things up. Hold on. If I close that. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. 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 Well, I can check on things and see how things are going. Right now, it's saying that I have good quality. So, ik, yeah. What's another option? We could have a completely. We could have some kind of a prefix. Let's say it was Bayu. Or we could have. So we've got a suffix, we've got a vowel sound change, we've got a prefix. we could have a different suffix, right? E. Let's go with e, 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 yeah, is, right? Yeah, have it, and is, right? So here are the options I'm going to do. Let's make a new poll here. You see, I do sometimes just come up with forms by hand. This is in the agreement stuff here. So, right. Go to pronouns. As clock. I'm just gonna. I want to spell out what each of these means as a story. Yeah, because eo does become. Let me just eo. Does become ea. Right, okay. And then bei prefix. And then eighth and so how was the reciprocal derived from the reflexive? And this is a ranking. Give you until 55. Okay. Let's go check that. Okay, we got 5 minutes for that. So, okay, that's over here. Okay. So here we are. We have decided that we've got we've got right. So we've got a reflexive decided. Reciprocal is is derived from that in some way. And then we're going to decide exactly what that was, that connection was. And then after that, we're going to move on and work on passives and anti-passives. So let's actually pull up our World Lexicon of Grammaticalization. And let's go to the target to source index, right? Let's go. I wished I had chapters in this copy. So I know that passive. Okay. Oh gosh, wow. Okay. We have so many options for passive. So anti-causative, change of state, come, comitative, eat, fall, get, give, go, a nominalizer, personal pronouns, reflexives, see, suffer. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, and then I know that Mandarin Chinese has cover as a source. So it seems like there's a huge diversity of sources for passives, right? So if we go, can I actually go? Yeah. So now for this to be a verb, this is kind of and let's look at antipassive too. Let's see if we can find antipassive. Do they have antipassive? They have antipassive only coming from reflexive, which is possible. That's interesting, but I don't think that's going to work for us. Let me control F, antipassive. Okay. Or middle markers. This applies to most of all to case marking languages with accusative alignment. Oh, okay. Okay, reflexive reciprocal markers of in Slavic languages, such as Russian and Polish, have the function of antipassive markers in specific contexts. Thus, in the following example, the Polish reflexive marker, Sie, I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce Polish, is used as an antipassive marker. You know what? Actually, I think that works. So, Laz, I don't know what language family that is. Turkic languages happens in Tlingit. What if? Okay. This is possibly... Let's check in our poll. Okay, so you guys decided it is ik, 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 ik. And actually, I'm going to make one change. Ik is really difficult to say for me. So I'm going to go ahead and say that what happened, it's still going to become that. So I'm going to say that the uvular, the backness of the uvular, prevents that from moving forward. So instead of a and a, it's a and a. Okay, so then, and I can write that into my sound changes. Let's see. Let's find that really quickly so that we can actually make that a regular rule. What is this? It's yeah, so vowel and yeah, so vowel and tongue thrust. So let me make sure that this rule works real quick. So it would be a u ha, and then this one does not happen before ka. Okay. What? Oh, I have the wrong keyboard. Before ka, and let's apply that. Oak. Why did that happen? Oak. 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 So that's interesting and weird. Why did that happen? Okay, so let's and trace changes. Oak. Oak. But that doesn't happen with a. Oh. And let's a. Okay. Oh, interesting. Ike. Because of the way stress works, this actually becomes gets reduced to a schwa. So this is slightly different. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to mark passive and anti-passive on the verb. I was just talking about that. Now, so here's the thing. Let me pull up Zotero, and then let's go, and then so the seems like the most reliable source of an antipassive is a reflexive, and then so and this is present in a wide range of language families, and since we're working on reflexive right now, this is an interesting situation to employ that. So another thing, yeah, so I could use that as anti-passive, and it would fit into the system too. One thing I was worried about was marking it on the verb when I have auxiliaries for a ton of other things. Um, and I was like, well, why not have the passive auxiliary construction? But if it came from the reflexive, then that makes a lot of sense. And then as I develop into dialects, I can decide whether to keep the reflexive meaning, or you could have that just mark passive and rely on reflexive pronouns for the reflexive. So, in fact, we could have double marking right now in this language. Jeez, there's so many references. Trying to get back to the source target list. Another thing to think about is we go to the passive, and there are a ton of different sources for passive, one of which is reflexives. So the question is, do we make this both passive and anti-passive? Just thinking crazy thoughts right now. Could we go in here and say the A reflexive marker marks both passives and anti-passives? And then how would that get disambiguated? Well, there's context. It would probably be related to the lexical verb somehow. Is everything okay? You okay, baby girl? Okay. Dorothy is having a moment. And what was this? This is... So, I think... It's kind of a weird idea. So let's scope that out. First of all, I want to like add these rows to this chart. So merge these. We need those merged. Insert rows below. Insert rows below. And let's get the oopu and do just so we have our example. And we don't need to trace changes here. We'll just come here and we'll have a and oak, and oak. It's so I'll just type it upu and upu and let me see apply changes. If you... Oh, goodness. Okay. If you... 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 And... Ufuk. We can probably so this ka is going to go lots of different places. It could depend on the verb lexically, like certain verbs are expected to be passivized and other anti-passivized. So yeah, let's go down to verbal constructions, and we're going to let's go down to constructions. Let's go with passives and anti-passives. Wait, passives, anti-passives, passives and anti-passives. And this is what, heading 4? No, heading 3. No, we'll make it heading 4 so it's under the verbs. Yeah, so we'll have passives and anti-passives. Both passives and anti-passives are marked using the reflexive marker on the verb. And then we're going to let's think of a verb that a transitive verb for an example. Let's see what verbs do we have already, and Are we, did we, yeah. We don't have any transitive verbs. So, let's see. Hit or strike is the usual go-to, but I don't want to rely on violent ones here. We did eat a lot. We could go with C, however, C could be like weird in some ways. I did some weirdness with the verb to see in Dakaga. Do we want to make it a straightforward transitive here? Or hold, let's say, let's just brainstorm. See, hold, touch, find, watch. I'm just brainstorming here, so that's sort of word association. Kiss. That's not a straightforward transitive. We can have hit or strike. It's not really the Fey style. Steal. Steal. The unaccusative, unearned verbs, yeah, usually you do have sort of transitive equivalents. This may be doing like an unaccusative, unergative kind of thing. Call. Right. So call is not to touch, to build, to hear. Just like deciding which one of these I want to use. If I don't use hit or strike, if I want to make one of these a straightforward transitive. I think call. I think here's what I'm going to say is call. We're going to have call, and call, at least in this stage, is a straightforward transitive. Let's go back and let's choose some roots here. So let's comment this one out, uncomment this, so we get a proper display one word per line. Go, bing, papepa, too cheap. Let's see what Lexergy does with all of these. Apply. Okay. Pshin, 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 p, pshin, b, bip, pe, bear, so cheap. Let's go create a poll. Wait, I want to, let me get the export here. So do a simple one. We'll also have one of one of these. And we will have bear. That's enough of that. Not feeling about say maybe. And then I'll grab one more. B icky. Let's see. Just to see. No, I don't want P. I don't want that particular verb to be P. Yeah, well, we'll just throw it in. B. What is our root for call? Allow selection of multiple options. No, I want this to be ranking. I want ranking poll, random order for options, and then I'll give you guys until 9:25. And then create the poll. Share. And let's just have that up. And so what our example sentence is going to be like the fae. Ooh, the fae. Oh. Oh, the fae. Calls the. And do we have some animal words? Let's grab an animal word. Let's go look at our nouns. What's that's a plant. Ifeik. Oh, there's so. Oh, what is? Oh, I'm pulling up everything that has. Patti. Right. Okay. Water deer. Right. So we have patti. So ife, ik, and let's see. Okay. Something I want to think about is actually, so when I have the fae calls the water deer, I actually want there to be articles in this language. because that would be interesting when we get to they'll cause interesting effects when we get into the what is it, the the consonant mutations, right? Because when we do the dialect stage, we're going to do consonant mutations, initial consonant mutations. I would like to develop articles at some point before that. And the question is, are articles present in this stage, or do we wait until the next stage, like at the beginning of next stage, we have articles emerging? That we could do it either way. Sort of like the Indo-European languages were like that a lot, right? You had the articles. Latin didn't have articles, but some pronouns got co-opted for the definite article, and then the word for one got co-opted for the indefinite article. I'll have to think about, because I've said before, I'm not against having some like European-ish features in this, because we're already doing a lot of callbacks to Celtic. We're talking about something that is like deeply a part of European folklore as it gets expressed in a game, right? So I'm thinking that having both definite and indefinite articles will not be a big deal. And also, just to be clear, definite and indefinite articles is not exclusive to the European area, right? This language also, Siouan language from North America, has definite and indefinite articles. Now, they're different. They come as a suffix on the word, but it has definite and indefinite articles. And also the indefinite comes from one, too. So oh, Aaron, you're at a rowing event? Were you rowing or were you watching? Go vote in the poll, by the way. I've got a straw poll up for the word for to call. There's no need to apologize for joining. This is something I do for people's education and entertainment. So, excuse my daughter who is having a moment upstairs. We will just carry on. You were rowing. Did you win? Did your team win? Maybe we'll get a word for to row just as an extra bonus, because we're pretty close on our plans for today. Okay, let's check the results of our poll. Bear. Oh, everybody wants bear. Okay. So, I will stick that in here. Let's go. verb transitive. Because a transitive verb means to call, beckon. Yeah, yeah. Call or beckon. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. No, I want to hear more about your rowing. We'll consider and then where's my spreadsheet? Excel and Sylvan inflection work. Here we go. Do I have a thing for the verbs? Okay. I have not. Okay. So, which one of these is what we chose? Okay, let me double check this. Okay. Okay, so how do I zoom out? Okay. Let's go bear. Let me just check on. Let me just double check. When we go to verb agreement and so this is not telling me. Okay, so we have the version where it's the version where all of these always come after. Yeah, so this is what we do. And then we will go to Lexergy. You know what? I will do that later. We just need to know what is our third person predator. And we'll do indicative. Just do that for now. And then later on I will fix my spreadsheet so that we can properly do. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great, Aaron. Well, good luck on your rowing. Let's go back here. And let's jump back in to here and then I want to know what this is. Okay. Baik. That's very strange, huh? Baik. Like, so bike, party. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If we go with this, and we've got, so no, we want, if we have, so eu as our suffix, right? And then eu, right? And apply that. Baeu, ba. We're gonna have to have that do some adjustment when we move to dialects. That situation. We can leave it for here, but so when we go to, so Ifeik Baeu and Pati Baeu. Party. The tricky thing here is I don't know. So this would be the antipassive. This would be the antipassive. This would be the passive, right? Of this sentence. But if we are actually doing that, then I don't know about that. I don't know if that's I don't know if I want to do that, because now we have a really big ambiguity between passives and antipassives. It still can work, but I feel that we need something else in the mix to differentiate. So either we need to add in. This is getting a little bit outside of what my role was, but I took my role as advisory. What if one of these uses an auxiliary of some kind? You know what I mean? Like, we could have give and receive. What is, let's go to our verbs. Let's look at what our auxiliaries that we're using are. So stand up, ka. Associative is thitu. Habitual is kutach. Iterative is pukai. Pukai. Be. Yeah. Give. So give is being used for the imperative. But so let's look at what passive and antipassive do. passive actually takes the object and promotes it to the subject, takes the patient and promotes it to subject position. Anti-passive is demoting the object and amplifying the demoting the patient and making the agent into an experiencer of an intransitive. So given that, what we could do, so we have could here as an imperative, right? But could, did I record that? Could should also be available as a full verb. So like give and receive, like give for the active and receive for the passive. Could be something we do. We could let this ambiguity stand and just let it be. Actually, this would be a little bit weird, but we could do split based on tense. Split based on tense. I don't know how well that makes sense. I'm thinking something else. So we have these inflected prepositions. And this will be strange. Yes. So what's to toward is per. So what we can have is here we go. We have this. We can pull in, and this can be an optional disambiguation. Peak. And no, that's not it. No, we're not doing that at all. It should be pu. It's an herbivore class, right? It's a deer, so it should be herbivore class. So it should be pu singular class 2 pud. Pud, and then what is from? So we have, I believe, through out of or away from. No, that's gonna be messy, right? Especially with the call verb is specifically gonna be through. through ch, and we have cheek, cheek. And what we're doing, here's what we do. By cheek. So here's what I'm thinking. We keep this ambiguous, but to disambiguate, you can still reintroduce the demoted item with a post position, and then, but you can do it with an inflected post position. And then we're going to have to decide what is our default form if we actually do not know, right? So that's an option. Another option is, so option A. I think I know, I failed to get a thing. So option B, I think I'm figuring out my patron poll right now. Because I think this is what we're going to do to patrons. Option B is, let's, the anti-passive is still this, okay? This is the anti-passive. So let's mark these. Passive. Okay, let's option A is disambiguate with the reintroduced, reintroduced with the preposition that reintroduces the dropped argument. Option B is derive the passive from something else. So, and we'll, so put the, and what else would we have? Well, so we have so many different options. We have a ton of different options available, and we just need to choose what's possible, what makes sense. So, anti-causative, change of state, come, comitative, eat, fall, get, give, go, nominalizer, personal pronouns, the third plural. C, suffer. Oh, so Control F, suffer. Yeah, suffer passive. Yeah, I want to get to suffer. Can I actually look up passive? Okay. B, suffer, verb becomes passive marker. Tangha, a derivational suffix. Bay. Bay means to cover, though. So, yeah. Um, Actually, okay. So, here's what we'll do. Okay? I'm going to do this option B is going to be passive is actually needs an additional no, passive is derived from something else. So an anti-causative. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say that there is no. Okay. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to do this off camera. Okay, no. Both require auxiliaries. In addition to the to the reflexive marking. And what we can do is, what we can do and I think I know what auxiliaries I would use. So, and this is fall. Yeah, I think fall is cool. And we'll go with hold. And let's as our last thing today, let's go ahead and decide our forms for fall and hold, and then I will put these together, and this will be our patron poll, and we'll get that sorted out. Um, so Ifeik, and so let me get on straw poll. Um, what is our root for fall? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use do the thing that I usually do. So I'm going to get this. Let's put them into Lexergy and apply, double, do the apply. Dick? No, let's not do Daffy. Bois. Let's generate a few more. I want to have more than that. Apply. Okay. Tush. Let me grab Duffy and Sugu, and add two more and go with Pui and Ottawa. And we're going to do ranking poll, random order of options. I will give you okay. I'm going to give until 10 a.m. Here's what I'm going. Choose roots for. Actually going to make this multiple choice. You can choose up to 2. Give you until 10 because we gotta leave. I will decide which one is which, but we're going to go roots for fall and hold. And let's create the poll. Share that. And okay, everybody, go decide that. Go check that out. And I will take the top 2 of those, and I will decide which one is hold and which one is fall. So, and then those definitely will be verbs in the language, but I'm going to give the patrons the option to say, are these going to become auxiliaries that mark passive and anti-passive. So anti-passive would be for hold, and passive would be for fall. This passive is still marked on the verb because our agreement is on both the auxiliary and the verb. So I'm still to the letter of what I rolled. But the difference is this is using auxiliaries. This is using auxiliaries. I should gesture with my mouse, not my finger. You can't see my finger. This is going to use auxiliaries. This is going to use the optional reintroduction from the pronouns. And actually, you know, this even if we go with this, this might be like a thing that happens anyway. Like, so basically, I'm gonna just have you guys decide whether this is gonna be, have any patrons decide whether this is going to be something that is ambiguous here, or maybe it becomes ambiguous later. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. Come on. Come on, people. We can't have just one person decide, huh? Unless there's only one person watching now. How many people are watching? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. Okay. And after this, we're going to end the stream. We'll just get this poll over with and end the stream. I can start typing up, actually, my... login. Oh, what? Well, I'll type that up later. Let's go check our poll again. Guys, we're overwhelming. So, Thugu and Ottawa. So, I will... so I'll say Thugu means hold, and Ottawa means... and Ottawa means fall. I'll add that to the dictionary in a little bit. Let's go So if we go to Lexergy, we're done with this. And auto. So Figure and étoile. Étoile. Oh, no, it should be. Okay. And with that, thank you all for, yeah, that's a unanimous poll. It was very interesting. I hope that I chose the forms that you were expecting. Well, that was my reservation. So those will be words, but these will be words in the dictionary. I will go ahead and add those in a little bit after stream. But right now, we're deciding whether they are also auxiliaries to differentiate the antipassive from the passive. So, thank you all for watching. I need to get out of here, but I just need to say happy conlanging.